Uh, a lot of youngsters want to be seen as hotshots. They want to say that I can do it all.
Yes.
There is a very popular story from Sherman, one of my mentors, where he shows that he had 39 interviews with Goldman Sachs.
Wow.
And in one interview he went, the director came with a file and he was frazzled, and he banged the briefcase in front of him and said, "You think you are a hotshot? Call this Leila Hamozi." Hamozi's, what's his surname? Alex Hamozi's wife. And this guy was, he said, if you want me to call her, is there a guidance? Is there a script that I can follow?
Yeah.
And as soon as he said that, the director put all the papers back in the bag and said, you got the job.
Interesting.
And then he followed it up, and they met up at a cocktail, and he said, this was only a 36-minute interview. What did I do wrong or right?
Yeah.
Can you explain it to me? And the director said, everybody who came before you, they just picked up the phone without asking for guidance.
Interesting.
You are the first one that asked for guidance. It showed me you are coachable.
Sure.
That's why you got the job.
Wow. I love that.
So mentors are looking for people who are coachable. Not people who want to be seen as hotshots and just go blindly. You need guidance. Even in business, you need guidance.
Yes.
When I came here, I took guidance from the people that had been here in this country for 15, 20, 30 years.
Wow.
What do I do? Who do I meet? Where should I base my office?
Yes.
And these are little things, but they are very important. In English, there is a philosopher who said that a single conversation across a table with a wise man is more than 10 years of studying.
100%.
If you want to save 10 years of studying,
yes,
and get to your point quicker, then hire a mentor.
Very wise.
Become coachable.
Yeah.
In marketing, we have a misconception. And the misconception is that you appeal to everyone. When you try to appeal to everyone, you please nobody.
That's true.
Yeah. So instead of pleasing everybody, identify a target audience. For me, it is serious businessmen who are also parents who want to build generational wealth.
Yes.
So I'm already qualifying them. They should be serious businessmen.
Yeah.
They should be parents, and they should want to build generational wealth.
Yeah.
So that is a disqualification system.
Yeah.
I am deliberately aiming at these three categories.
Absolutely.
The serious businessmen, the parents, people who want to build generational wealth. Africa lacks generational wealth.
Sure.
There is a company in Japan that is 2,500 years old.
Wow.
It's older than Jesus Christ.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe the Bible was written by their paper. They make paper.
Yes.
So this kind of, I worked in London for a construction company that celebrated 375 years.
Wow.
It's and I asked the director, how did your grandparents manage to keep this company alive even in the world wars?
Yeah.
And he said that in the world wars, both the world wars, all their equipment, their mixing machines, their lorries, their pickups, all their equipment was confiscated for war purposes.
Wow.
And his grandfather used to go with a wheelbarrow, but kept the business alive.
Interesting.
Yeah. So marketing is not only about is not only about appeasing all.
Yes.
If you try to appease all, you appease nobody. You please nobody.
Right.
So just identify a target audience and go all out onto them, and they'll relate to you, and those people will convert to sales. They'll convert to clients much easily than you trying to. As an investor, I get pitched a lot. Every time somebody asks me for money, I end up giving them advice, not the money. Because when somebody asks me for money, they're showing desperation. They're not ready for an investment. So what I do is that if people listening today, if you want money, ask for advice.
Very true.
not money. Because what that shows, it shows that you're willing to learn, you're willing to abide by the investor's requirements. When you are saying, give me money and I'll do it my way, you're not coachable. You're not investable. So if you want to be investable, ask for advice. There are two things guaranteed to happen. You will get real advice, and that advice will lead to money coming behind it.
100% true.
Yeah. Pleasing a few.
True.
It is about disqualification,
Yes.
not qualification.
Sure.
Write this down, and they'll write it down. And if you target, if you target a number of people. So for me, my case, it's serious businessmen who are also parents and who wants to build generational wealth.
Yes.
So because I've done 3 disqualification, if they are not serious, they don't approach me.
That's true.
If they are not parents, they don't approach me.
Yeah.
If they don't want to build generational wealth, I don't want to talk to them.
Very true. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So God made you, Kim. You are unique.
Thank you.
He's made you one and only. If you blend in, who loses out?
You're right.
You do.
I will do that.
Yeah. You will lose out.
Yes.
God made you unique so that you could stand out, not blend in. In marketing, it's not about blending in. It's about standing out. You need to be unique.
Yes.
You need to be different. If you are not unique, you are not different, you are in the crowd, nobody will notice.